we're on.
For real?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. JP's on the way here.
Now we just gotta find everybody. Could be hard. See here, we'll just look
People
around.
see us right now?
Oh yeah, we're live.
Live?
Just gotta find them.
I've appeared dead before, but never this live.
We're gonna find you in a minute. Hopefully you can find us.
Quality takes time.
Yeah. I think I may have found my problem. Can't find anybody. I'm not sure where they are.
Oh.
Yeah. I think we're live. I just can't see you guys. I'm just gonna look on somewhere else
I
here.
can go on.
I'm gonna look somewhere else here to see if I can find you.
I'll see if I can find the YouTube show here.
Content. Yeah, we're in trouble. Yeah. YouTube has failed us again, boys. If you can hear this, the problem is not on our end. It's
We're on. We're on.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know where they are though.
So I can see them on my phone. So I'll give you my phone.
Live.
You can use my phone if you want.
Okay, wait a minute. Here we go.
You got it?
I think I found something.
Yep. Mark Smith is on there.
I just can't see the. I can't get it. I can't get YouTube to open the video.
He's live. 57 people here. Stephen Baker just said. Yeah. Whoever Stephen Baker is.
Right. I can't see you. YouTube won't let me open this stream so I can see what you're doing.
So do you want to see the chat on my phone?
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
Well, I should be able to do that on mine too.
Yeah, you should be able to. Yeah, just go. You should subscribe to
YouTube.
JP Cormier channel.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Let me just turn off the music here for a second.
County Roscommon in Ireland. Awesome. That's pretty cool.
Okay, so I'm sorry about this, guys. This is a YouTube problem. They keep changing the way we deal with iPhones, and they keep changing whether or not you can stream vertically or horizontally.
Somebody has a good question here.
Yeah,
Adam
just
K.
give me a second now.
Well, as you're figuring that out, he said, I have a question for Dave. How do you approach guitar arrangement when playing with JP? Well, the answer is simple. I just stay out of his way. Which, you know,
Yeah.
it's that's why I capo really high sometimes.
Why can't I find what we're broadcasting? I can't find it here either.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Get Gunning to read the questions and be ginger tonight.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. This is just bullshit, but whatever.
It's okay. We're on. Just
Okay.
follow
I got
those.
nothing. I can't see
All
it.
you gotta do is follow those.
We're streaming you, but I can't see you. So
Right there. Just yeah.
anyhow, this is string theory. We just wasted 15 minutes of your life. You're never gonna fucking get back.
Yeah.
And because YouTube is dicks, but they're not. But they just don't understand that people use iPhones to do stuff, and we don't always choose to fucking film vertically like some TikTok asshole. We do things horizontally
For the big screen. The silver screen.
So, thank God for my brother David, who actually has the comment section right here. Yeah, there we go. So, let's see. Don't bother sending super chats because in creating the second stream that I had to get on here with you, we can't monetize any of this, so don't worry about super chats. You're not going to be able to do them.
Every question's super tonight.
That's right.
Right there.
See,
guitar
Adam
with
K. Yeah, I have a question.
Honestly, I love playing guitar with him. It's a challenge, because he's so used to playing by himself. He fills the space, right?
Challenge.
It is.
Jesus Christ.
But the thing is, now when I play solo gigs, I miss JP.
The challenge is mine because I have to
Dumb things down.
No, I wouldn't. That's not it at all. Playing with David is the only time in my life. Well, a little bit with Bill. Bill used to push me, but it was to build something else.
Right. Yeah.
With me and you, we build one guitar out of two.
Right.
So it's
Trying to weed the garden.
right.
Yeah.
And with Bill, we were trying to stuff as much as we could in without walking on each other.
Yeah.
So it was a whole other realm. So,
Wow. Yeah.
so playing with Dave, my work's cut out for me hard because I have to figure out exactly what I must do to never be in the way and always contribute something to the overall sound. And it makes you think small, and that is the hardest thing to do as a guitar player. What are the 6 notes I can play right now that can make this thing sound bigger? And I'm telling you, it's an exercise in...
Sometimes both of us are hardly the space is magic.
Oh, it's huge. Where do we put the hole?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How do we make this smaller?
Yeah.
And then how do we, when we get big, how do we make it count?
And as a guitar player,
Right.
both of us love dynamics.
Yeah.
We don't want to sound like constant running water, so it's nice to bring it up and down.
Okay. Hey, I love bananas.
I love bananas too.
6-string Greg, yeah, he's a fan.
That's awesome.
Caleb Hawkins says if we make Canada the 51st state, YouTube will work right in Nova Scotia. Well, potentially.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave. Great answer. Nathan Miller. Hey, JP.
You're welcome, thanks.
I really enjoy your channel. I just found it last year. I was wondering what model of Boucher do you think would be ideal for bossa jazz style fingerpicking? Well, you definitely want to go with anything small body. The OMs are the ones you want. And the way that they're building guitars right now, holy Jesus, it's just anything you could imagine. So you're gonna have to talk to Boucher and find out what they have in stock and what the possibilities are for an OM style body, because they make everything you could imagine. There's every kind of tone wood, there's torrefied top, non-torrefied top, there's torrefied maple, there's torrefied mahogany, rosewood, cocobolo, whatever. So you want to talk to Boucher about that, and they're very knowledgeable. So if you tell them you're playing jazz and bossa nova and all that stuff, they're right. Robin knows about that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So just get a hold of Guillaume de Silva. Call him, tell him I sent you. Tell him I want a guitar for this purpose, and they will help you find it. But it's definitely going to be an OM body, because that small thing, that's where all that big tone is going to come from for that kind of music. The warmth and the articulation and stuff. Dreadnoughts would overpower that style of music. So just stick with the OMs. So yes, sir. James Grass says, yeah, very simple level. Stay the fuck out of his way. Oh, there we go. Let's see. There's so many people. Jesus. You do have, Sean Fowler says, well, Dave does have ginger hair, sort of.
Yeah.
Not as ginger as Ginger. You've obviously not seen Ginger. Oh, God. Yeah, because of all this technical fuck-up, I didn't do anything I should have done at the top of the show. So one of the things that I would have done, first of all, is, of course, list our partners. Boucher Guitars, Levy's, G&G Music, Guitar House in Mississauga, Ontario, Brickhouse Guitars in Kitchener, an acoustic shop in Springfield, Missouri, Parkway Music in Albany, New York, K&K, Gallagher, Alvarez, Yeri, St. Louis Music, Yamaha, Close Guitars, Cody Guitars, D'Addario Canada, Apollo picks, Epiphone Gibbs and Blue Chip picks, Tone Slab, LR Bags, Hosen guitars, which incidentally builds the new J.P. Cormier signature model for Roger at Brickhouse, the Bear they call it. George Crackett, one of our favorite humans in the world. Emerald guitars, the Nova Scotia SPCA, Charmed Life picks, Picker's Grip, Canard guitars, Edwardson guitars, Shenmue guitars, Flameng guitars, Cirrus guitars, Rickard banjos and Deering banjos, and proudly back on the list after a long and tedious health problem, James Martin Instruments from Ireland is back with us. He's back building, and I want to welcome him back to the world because we thought he had left us, and thank God he didn't. He had a severe problem with his lungs and has come back into the shop and is building guitars again. So God bless James Martin over in Ireland for fighting through, and now he's continuing his great work as a luthier. So for Capo Corner, I would have absolutely had Guitar Heads Eternum. Dave, cheers, me boys.
Cheers.
For our good buddy Cyril McPhee.
Oh yeah.
Cyril McPhee is one of the most talented singer-songwriters, guitar players, performers that ever come out of the East Coast. His band called Breaking Tradition, in my opinion, was the greatest band that ever come out of this part of the world.
Yeah, do yourself a favor and on YouTube just search for Cyril McPhee, M-A-C.
Yep.
And
Breaking Tradition
his
too.
Voice was gold.
Yeah.
Just
and he just died of Parkinson's, and it's a tremendous loss. I knew Cyril for 30 years. You knew him for the same, probably longer. And it's just one more of our buddies that's gone.
Yeah.
You know, we're losing them left and right, and it isn't. Cyril was one of the guards, the old guard of top-notch, world-class songwriting, singing, performance. The man was a genius.
Yeah, just a generous soul. Like,
and the driving force behind Breaking Tradition, which again, I don't care who, you can fight me. They were the best band I ever heard that ever come out of this part of the world. They were so far ahead of their time, and that was because of Cyril.
Yeah.
Cyril just had some vision.
Well, the chemistry of the whole band.
Yeah,
they
and
just
writing
were
with Arnold
magic.
Sampson and writing with Roger Stone
Doug's
and
guitar playing
and
with-
Doug's guitar playing
So
and Ray
good.
on the fiddle.
Oh yeah.
And Harold
Harold
Davison.
Solid on the, so solid.
Harold Davison, the
Yeah.
son of Eswood Davison,
Yeah.
who
yeah.
Eswood was my hero as a guitar player.
Yeah, it was a
Harold-
special band.
I'm
Like,
telling you,
con-
it was just steeped in all the legend of Cape Breton music.
Yeah.
The whole goddamn band was like
Yeah.
unbelievable, and
They
it
were
was
kind of ahead of their time. Like there wasn't really an industry here to support them
no.
while they were doing that.
They were big.
They would have been.
They're like 8 pieces,
Yeah.
7, 8 pieces,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they like this was before the Rankins came
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
They were there making this really
An important band from this region for sure.
absolutely. So
Yeah.
make sure you look for that. Look for Cyril. If you don't know Cyril McPhee, look him up. And again, Guitar Heads Eternum. He was a guitar head. There's no question. He loved them. I used to have many conversations with him about guitars.
Yeah.
He loved them. He
had-
had some great guitars.
He had an old tack.
Oh man, that thing was deadly.
Was it from the early
Oh,
'80s?
yeah.
Had the old
The old
original
nat-
slider pickups on
Yeah.
it. His was a mahogany one, I believe.
That was what they called-
No, he didn't have. Did he have the mahogany or spruce?
It was cedar. Cedar
yes.
and mahogany.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the Nashville edition.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was one of the reasons I bought mine back in the '90s to do another morning with
Yeah.
and all that shit.
Yeah.
Because I saw Cyril
His
playing
tone
his.
was so good.
Oh
Just
yeah,
in timing and everything.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
You may have to open that up again. I don't know.
Oh
if
yeah,
you have a-
yeah.
So anyhow, we did get a little bit off track with the the opening here and lost track of everybody, but
Yeah.
there's Brother Joe. Love you, buddy.
Hey, Joe.
Let's see. Joey Campbell says, "Hey JP, buddy, I just started reading Buck Owens' autobiography. Did you ever meet him?" I did not. I wish I have. That whole crew out there, the Bakerfield crew, him and Dwight Yoakam, and that, like
Oh man.
all the guys that said fuck Nashville and went to California. I wish to God I'd have met those guys, but I didn't. I unfortunately was knee deep in Nashville, so I met those dudes. The cool dudes, I didn't meet any of them. I never met Christofferson. I never met Willie. I never met. They weren't in Nashville.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's see. David, you're saving my life here, buddy. Oh, Stephen Becker. Question for Dave. What is tractor driving music? For me, it's Dave Gunning and Fred Eaglesmith.
Oh, that's wicked. That's I don't know. When I was like 12 years old, driving tractors a lot. At that point, I really discovered Dan Seals.
Oh man.
Like it might be something different now, but
Yeah.
back then at age 12, when I heard Everything That Glitters Is Not Gold, it's like wow, what a beautiful ballad, a great story song, and I love Dan Seals' voice, and Jim Waller and I. Well, and we were down in Tennessee together at the Airbnb there.
Mm-hmm.
We were all listening to Dan Seals. But anyway, yeah.
I miss Tennessee.
Maybe we'd be Jason Isbell now. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. He probably won't see this or hear it, but Mac Farmer,
Oh yeah.
the guy that owns the Airbnb down there.
Yeah, it
north
was
of
at Mac's
Nashville.
place. That's
Yeah.
right.
I
Yeah.
miss my friends down there.
Yeah, yeah,
I really do. Especially now. I do.
yeah, yeah.
I know we're not supposed to talk about politics and all those things, but you know,
Well,
I miss my buddies.
yeah.
I miss my buddies.
But any of you are welcome up here anytime.
Yep.
We'll
And
make
I-
room for you anytime.
And I feel like they're getting kind of cut off from us by all this stupid politics
Well, it's
bullshit.
just one guy, really.
Well, whatever. But we still love you,
Yeah.
and nothing's changed. And all the great things that I learned in the U.S. and all the people that treated me like gold down there over 10 years, and then over the last 43 years, there's people from every walk of life and every state and everywhere that supported me, bought tickets, bought records. They're still my friends today. Some of them are on here.
Oh yeah. No, the hospitality and
I
kindness
love
is
all of
incredible.
you. I love all of you.
Yep.
And that's all that matters.
Yep.
No matter what else is going on, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day,
We live in the country of guitar.
that's right.
The country of guitar has no borders.
That's right. I got no borders. All I talk
Yeah.
about is fucking guitars.
Yeah.
And that's the way it should be. And if we all, if we sent all the politicians a guitar,
And say, would you like to join our country?
yeah, they would come into our
Yeah,
country.
We have no terrorists. You
That's
can join
right.
the
We'd
country
have
of
no
guitar
terrorists,
for free.
no borders, no
Nothing.
bullshit.
Just bring a guitar.
Bring a fucking guitar.
Yeah, and
that's
be
it.
prepared to play it.
That's right.
That's about.
Even if you suck, we'll still love you.
Yeah, there is no suck.
No,
There's just guitar.
There's just guitar. That's life. That's how we should all
It's
be living
like
right
sex.
now.
There's no bad sex.
No.
As Jerry Seinfeld says.
There's no bad sex. No,
Yeah, guitar. There's no bad
There's-
guitar. There's just guitar.
there's just guitar. That's right. Let's see. Caleb Hawkins. That's a good question. Should I trade my Martin 018 for a Hosen? Yes, you should. Because no matter what Hosen you get, it's going to be more handmade
Right.
and more unique than an 018. It
But
just
an
is.
018 be very valuable, wouldn't it?
No,
Yeah.
no. They're $3,000 or $4,000, like
Right,
two or
yeah.
three, whatever it is.
Yeah. That's pretty valuable, though.
They're a Martin.
Yeah.
The Hosen, you could probably get two Hosens for.
Really?
Well, not now. No, I shouldn't say
Yeah.
that.
Because
Because
those
he's-
look like high-end guitars.
Yeah,
the ones that-
he's getting so hard. He's getting pretty hard now.
Wow.
But you can, depending on where you are, you can buy a wicked Hosen for $3,000 or $4,000 Canadian. So if you're in Canada, Like, just for instance, my signature model, the Bear, is a Hosen, is an Avenir.
Yeah,
Sold
right.
by Roger, right? Hosen builds them.
Yeah,
But if you're looking for an O series guitar, Hosen builds those too.
yeah, yeah.
He builds parlors, he builds triple O, double O, and you're gonna pay about $3,000 or $4,000 Canadian.
I love mine.
Oh, yeah.
I've got one, and
Oh, yeah.
it's an incredible guitar.
I love mine too. And actually, I'm
Yeah.
selling one because I'm
Oh,
not.
in the brown case there.
Yeah,
That's what I thought
I'm
was in
selling the
that. Yeah.
blonde Hosen right now because I have the Bear.
Right.
So I
Yeah, yeah.
have the Sunburst version of that guitar. I don't need that guitar anymore. That was given to me by Roger and Hosen.
Right. Which one
And
is in that?
That's the one, the blonde.
The blonde.
That's the blonde slope shoulder.
Ah.
That's the sister to my Sunburst slope shoulder,
Oh, right.
which I will
Yeah.
never part with.
Right.
But this guitar here, I'm not playing it. So
Right. Right. Right.
it needs to go to somebody who's going to play it. So if
Yeah,
you wanted a
yeah.
great Hosen, I got it here.
Also, it might not be here long.
No. Also, you can go to Brickhouse Guitars. Brickhousegutars.ca.
I might take it.
Yeah.
I might buy it.
Brickhouse Guitars in Kitchener, Ontario. He's got all the Hosens. All of them.
Yeah.
And
Does that have an SGI in it?
Yes, it does. It has an SGI pickup in it. Yeah, it's a badass. I don't even know what to ask for it because I'm not sure what it's worth. But it's probably going to ask $3,000.
Oh, it'd be worth every bit of that.
Especially now. Hosen's gone way up in the world, right?
Yep.
This is a guitar he built about maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't even know what it's worth.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Hosen Young has become a very serious contender in the world market for guitars,
incredible
right?
Builder, yeah.
So, and I'm so proud of my signature model he made me.
Yeah.
That thing kicked my fucking ass.
It sounded great every night. I love the sound of it plugged
but
in.
But it kicked my ass. It was so vintage.
Yeah, yeah.
And so commanding.
It sounded great on it.
I know, but I wasn't prepared for it's such an assertive guitar.
Right.
If you're not on the top of your game, it's kicking your ass.
The guitar has purpose, so you better have purpose
exactly.
too. It's like that kind of.
It's that kind of guitar. It's like, okay, if you're gonna pick me up,
yeah,
you better be fucking serious.
Yeah, say it like you mean it.
Say it like you mean it.
Yeah.
Don't kiss me and run.
Yeah.
That's the Bear. That's the Bear. And I'm so proud of them because now mind you, Roger has 14 of them.
Wow.
They were delivered to Stonebridge, so if you want one of those guitars, you better buy it now because it won't be there long. And they're handmade, so it isn't going to be flooding the market. Like, that's an instrument that...
They sound pre-aged.
Oh my God! If you want a vintage sounding guitar that sounds like a fucking 70-year-old Martin, buy the Bear.
Yeah.
Brickhouse Guitars. Go check him out. Brickhousegutars.ca. Roger Schmidt. He's the guy that can do all of that stuff for you. And Hosen, I love you, buddy. You're the man.
Does Hosen watch the show?
Oh, yes.
Hey, nice to meet you. I love your guitars.
A member for 44 months. Mark Smith. I've seen these two guys live over 25 times now, and they are more entertaining each and every show. Keep it coming, guys. You're simply fantastic.
Oh, man. Thanks, Mark. Can't wait to go to Ireland with you, pal.
Oh, boy. I love you guys. Michael Laverty says, I absolutely love your album. 2, will there be another one? Well, there was. Leather and Dust.
Yep.
Are you not aware? Leather and Dust.
Are you asking if there's going to be another?
No. There's another one after 2. It's called Leather and Dust. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple.
Yeah.
It's on Pull My Calc. .com.
Calc Watson.
Calc Watson. Local Larry's in the house.
Ryan Dress?
Yep.
Larry, hope you're doing good, buddy. happened?
Jasper North. My dumbass was turning the wrong string while tuning and was like, why the hell won't this change pitch? So naturally, I just kept turning it higher and higher and snapped a totally different string. The reason I'm laughing about this is I've actually done that.
Oh yeah, I think I've done that. I think.
I was turning the fucking the E string, thinking it was the B, and snapped my E string.
I did. Mine didn't actually break, but I was like, why isn't it changing?
Oh yeah, I've done that. I've actually done that. Ah, Jesus, that's good. DJ Williams says, JP, you're coming to BIG this year. I hope so. I hope so. I have not renewed my work permit for the United States this year. Sorry, I just haven't. But not to say I won't. I won't. Not to say that I won't, but it's a complicated time. And we're all a little bit hurt up here from everything that's going on. Our hearts are a little bit broken because we love you. And that's about all I can say. I love you. When somebody you consider, to be family, and your friends, and things go a little bit south in the relationship, it hurts. It hurts me. I was down there for 10 years, and I'm just, all I'm doing is hoping that all my buddies down there don't let all this politics bullshit get in the way of everything we need to do together.
I think most people have a bullshit meter that works. Not
Hopefully,
everybody does, but I think most people do.
I just hope that that's the case. I actually believe it is. I believe that the people that I love down there, there's fucking thousands of them there, and a lot of them, most of them are down below the Mason-Dixon line. I think that they're all, I think they're still our brothers, my buddies. I want to go back to Texas. Texas is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Texas is one of the greatest places I've ever been. I love that state. The people there are so nice, and they're so smart.
Yeah. And
they're just common sense warriors, right? They have one of the biggest, their wind farm thing down there.
Their green energy development
is out of control. It's unbelievable.
Has surpassed Alberta by
far.
Yeah,
by far.
Which is ironic, but it's
you can
true.
Drive down the interstate, cross Texas, and it's just I lost count. It was in the fucking thousands of turbines, and they're just great people. They're fucking hard working. They're cattlemen. They're businessmen. They're developers. They're just tough ass, really nice people.
Yeah.
And I love them. And I really hope Tom Bowersox is a great man. He puts on that festival at his own home.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah, man. Oh my God, I wish you could see that festival.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. In this man's giant home, and there's there's 15 builders in there, and there's 100 people in there, and it's just the most magic thing. All because he loves
George Kraken about this.
Yeah. I want George and I want George from Albany to New York to go down, and I want Robin Boucher to go down.
Oh man, what a trip that would be!
Holy God! Like it's just the greatest feeling in the world to be in that guy's home.
Yeah.
When this is going on, and everybody in there, they're just guitar heads, right?
Yeah.
And I spent 3 days there just mesmerized by all the builders and the people. The people were just so good. It was just unbelievable. So yeah, do I want to go back to big? Yeah, I absolutely want to go back. Tom and I have talked about it. Hopefully we will be able to do it. There's nothing in stone yet, but let's hope for the best. Yeah, that's a good question. I wish you could see it. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Corey McCormick says, "Are you guys heading to Ottawa this year? Do we have any Ottawa
Not that we know
aspirations?"
of. Yeah, not that we know of, but yeah, it's possible.
it's
but
very
I haven't heard anything about Ottawa.
Well, it's very seldom that a year goes by we don't play in Ottawa for
yeah,
something.
right. Yeah, I think I'm coming up in the spring, maybe for a solo gig, but yeah.
That'd be worth seeing. Absolutely. Sean Fowler says, JP, Judd, and Tim Eady, I'd give my big toes to see that show.
Oh, that'd be wicked, yeah.
That would be amazing. Jim Waller, yes, Dan Seals.
Yeah.
Stephen Baker, I love Dan Seals.
Awesome, yeah.
Alan Knox says, did you ever meet John Renborn or Bert Janish? And I haven't. I didn't meet them. New Refly Clan Rye. That's definitely new. My dad saw Dave and others in Rathfriland in Northern Ireland.
Yes.
It was a brilliant gig, brilliant musicians.
It was me and Rose Morrison, and my son Judd played a song.
Wow.
Yeah, that was just about 2.5 weeks ago. It was great, such a beautiful place there. Yeah.
Thack Mildy, Jesus. JP, because of you, I went and tried a Yamaha FG5. I was blown away. It was better playing, sounding than guitars, twice its cost. Absolutely. I have no doubt.
You were just playing one of your Yamahas
yeah,
tonight.
I was just playing an LJ36,
yeah,
which is a super rare Yamaha that I bought from Cosmo Music in Toronto.
It's a beautiful guitar.
And
yeah.
I absolutely, this guitar, I wouldn't take $1 billion for this thing. It's a masterpiece built in Hamamatsu by a dozen guys. The master and his 12 or 13 luthiers. That guitar, so good.
Yeah.
So good. We were writing a song on it before the show started.
Yeah.
Joe Cormier, of course, my brother. Jason Isbell in the 400 unit.
Yeah.
There you go. He knows.
Yeah.
We were listening to that. Me and Joe were listening to that.
Oh, were you?
Right?
Good. Yeah. Yeah.
They're great. Let's see. Jesus Christ. Corey McCormick said, hit the lick button.
The lick button.
Yeah, hit the lick button, folks. 150 watching, only 18 licks. Jesus. Let's see. Terry Broom says, if buying an FG 430 or an FG 3, do you recommend hearing it first, or is it safe to buy online?
They're pretty consistent.
They are. But the FG line, the FG 3, you're more liable to get a great guitar at that level than the FG 430. FG 430 is 100% Chinese factory
Right.
that builds them for
Yeah.
Japan. The FG3 is overseen by the Hamamatsu. It's still built in China. It's built in a factory, but it's built to a different level of quality because they have to maintain that red label quality. So you and we have seen FG 430s
Right.
that 8 Taylors.
Yeah.
haven't we?
Right. Yeah.
Remember? We've been in stores and played the 430, the 830. They're $400 guitars, and they ate everything in the goddamn room.
Yeah.
But there's no telling that's what you're going to get when you buy one on a line. So I would just go, if you want a 430, go around to your local music stores because
They're common enough anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
might find one that just blows your mind and buy it. And if you don't, buy the FG3. And that guitar is relatively safe. Relatively, I say, safe to buy sight unseen.
Mm-hmm.
Not every guitar is, but Yamaha is so consistent that I don't know. It's hard to find a bad guitar with those guys,
Yeah. Yeah.
even at their lowest level.
Yeah.
So let me know how you do. I'm curious to see what happens. Corey McCormick, JP, have you seen? Love you, Corey. That Hosen is torrefying mahogany tops. Doesn't surprise me because Robin's just recently started torrefying mahogany and it's creating a massive buzz all over North America. I actually just bought another Boucher because it was torrefied mahogany. And it boggled. It's the video that's on the channel here where I'm crying over the guitar. I played it and cried. And Guillaume was crying. And we had to stop and go, we're just crying. Because it sounded so good. I mean, it was ridiculous. So, yeah. Hosen torrefying mahogany, no surprise. No surprise. Jim Waller, have you guys put the LR Bags Hi-Fi Duet in yet?
Not yet, but I'd like to try one.
We're trying to get them.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
Because everybody's so busy. And Bags is trying to get over NAM, which is going to take about 2 or 3 weeks. That just ended a couple weeks ago.
Should have it soon, though, eh? Yeah.
Yep. Terry Broom FG830. That's even a better guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that really killed us.
Yeah.
And it comes in different woods. The 830.
Yeah.
It can be maple. It can be.
What was the one Jake got? The brown.
That was the tobacco.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, the
chocolate 16.
Chocolate 16. That was a nice guitar. Yeah.
Oh God.
That's a
Yeah.
great one,
Yeah. But so many people. Sean Fowler says the Bear is a beautiful guitar. It certainly is. I love mine. It's like when I even open the case, I'm like,
Yeah.
like it's just calling me. Come on, try me. Come on.
Yeah.
Like one of those things. Yeah, you think you're tough? Yeah.
It makes you feel like Anthony Hopkins.
It does. It actually makes me feel like
Alec Baldwin.
Denzel Washington
Oh, yeah.
in the Equalizer.
Yeah.
Corey McCormick, where's the winner of the Bear from the
One
draw?
man can do, another man can do.
That's right. The winner of the Bear, I think, is. I don't remember. Roger knows. He's been talking to him. His guitar is going out right away because it just came in this week. So I think he was in Yarmouth, wasn't he? Can't remember. But he was. I'm not sure. I have to research that one actually to find out. $7 is a beer. Daniel St. Marie, JP, what are your thoughts on Godin guitars? Well, I am not a fan of them for myself. It has nothing to do with their quality and their ability. They're a guitar that you can buy that works. It'll never fall apart. They're well built.
Yeah.
But they're unremarkable. That's the only way I can say it. They're not spectacular and they're not garbage. They're a great guitar to buy in Canada, made by Canadians, and they are inoffensive. They do what they do. I've never seen a Godin that I would look at and go, man, that's a Canon. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That's not what they are.
Yeah.
They're just a really solid every man's guitar,
Yeah. What, built to last.
built to last. But they don't have, in my opinion, I would never play one. They don't have enough zip.
Yeah.
They're built to be consistent,
Yeah.
and they sit at a certain level in the market, and that's where they stay. And they've had tremendous success because people want that kind of guitar for that kind of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when they buy it, it lasts them forever.
What's the connection to Seagull and Godan? Is it a sister
They're all
company,
they're
or-
owned.
Yeah.
Godan owns all of it.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So if you're buying Art and Lutherie, Simon and Patrick,
right. It's
Norman,
all, yeah.
any of that stuff, it's all owned by Robert Godin. And that's another reason why I don't really endorse them, because they're just a huge homogenous fucking conglomeration of frankly companies that were doing really well
Right.
on their own before they were put under the blanket. Godin bought them all,
Okay.
right? So and kept them alive. So you have to say that for Robert.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But other than that,
it's been viable.
oh yeah, it's
And
very
and
viable.
it's all Canadian made.
It's all Canadian made.
and
and
they'll get the job done.
They certainly will. There's no. If somebody wanted to buy a Seagull or an Art and Lutherie or a Simon and Patrick or a Seagull or any of those guitars, you can't say no.
And the truth be told, if we had two Godans right now, we could make a nice sounding record with it.
Goddamn
You
right.
could put the mics up and you could record and it would sound fantastic.
They are a utilitarian product.
Yeah.
They have a very even-handed, homogeneous.
Not an extremely loud personality.
No,
It's very.
They're just there.
Yeah.
Right, and they're consistent.
Yeah.
So if you want that, and you want to, do it.
It's like, yeah.
You know, if you want something more, if you want something that stands out more, sonically, don't buy those.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get something else that's braver.
Yeah.
Right, but Godin and all the companies he represents and sells, they're super consistent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Super consistent.
Yeah.
And they're pretty too. Some of the artists,
Oh yeah.
the
Yeah.
Seagull artist models, I love those.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of the Seagulls sound really good. It's like it's crazy. Yeah.
I don't like the necks though. The necks are too
Yeah.
round.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The necks are really round and like a baseball bat, and I hate that.
Yeah.
But that's my preference. So don't listen to
He's
me.
fussy.
Don't listen to me. I don't
That's
know
why
shit.
you're on here. Yeah.
What about Guild? Kenny C
Guild.
Music.
Yeah.
Those seem like good guitars, and they are good guitars. But you have to go
You got to
pretty
try
far
ones.
up
Yeah.
in the model list. Don't buy the lower models. You got to go pretty up. I wouldn't buy a Guild that was any less than $2,000.
Right.
If you buy
Are
something,
they still really tough guitars?
No.
Okay, they used to be really solid.
the upper ones are.
Okay, yeah.
But if you're buying something that's less than $2,000, you're probably buying a Indonesian pressboard piece of shit. You've got to buy something above $2,000.
Other than that, it's great.
Yeah, you've got to buy above $2,000 to get the workmanship that Guild's known for, and because Guild, I love Guild.
What about the Esteban guitar? Sorry, I know I'm not on there, but
Yeah, Esteban guitar,
it has that real wood tone.
Real wood tone. The same company that builds the lower price Guilds. So yeah, go up. You have to get up in the model number to get the type of thing you're looking for.
So $2,000 up.
Absolutely. If you spend over $2,000, you are going to get a Guild, not a Mexican Guild or a Chinese Guild or whatever. You have to get up where they're building it, where it matters,
Yeah.
right?
Some of the older Guilds are deadly.
Oh my God.
From years ago.
They're incredible.
Yeah.
They're still one of my favorite guitars.
Yeah.
Guild is an incredible instrument. Jordan Matchett. My brother Joe and I, our whole family had a great friend named Glenn Matchett. He was when I was a kid. But Jordan Matchett says, "Hey JP, big fan from New Brunswick, but residing in Vancouver Island now. Bought the Epiphone Frontier because of your review. Good on you. They're great guitars. I still have mine. I'll never part with it." Ralph Procia. Well, Ralph, love you, buddy. Have you ever heard of Gabriela Quevedo? She plays a Ketma guitar. Ketma I've just discovered. They're another Asian-built guitar that is fairly goddamn impressive. So I'm working on getting Ketma. I'm working on getting JWJ from the UK to come in. I'm working on Enya, the new carbon fibers. I'm talking to them. They're sending me something. There's going to be a bunch of new companies come on this year. Yeah, and hopefully, and actually, to be honest about it, I'm in the market for a guild. Red One Music over in Quebec is one of the best online music shops in Canada. Them and Cosmo Music, the great online shops. They do a lot of guild. I actually tried to buy this, I think it was the 50th or 70th anniversary D55, but there was only, this is the 70th anniversary. There was only 70 of them, and Red One had one.
Huh.
And it was long gone by the time I ordered.
Wow.
But I'm very interested in getting actually a D55, which is the flagship of the Guild line. I think that should be reviewed on this channel. I think the Guild, going back to them, of course, from earlier questions, but the Guild is it's important. It's an important rig, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right back from Richie Havens to...
Yeah, right.
There were so many guys that played Guild.
Yeah.
Bob Marley played Guild.
Allie Bennett has one.
Allie Bennett plays Guild. Sonny James played a Guild.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're a really important guitar in the history of guitar, much like the Gretsch.
Yeah.
And like some of those guitars, the Grammar, and like all these guitars that stepped outside the Martin world early on in the '60s, they're important.
Yeah.
Guild is a very important name.
Yeah.
So Joe says I love Guild too. Been there a lot. Let's see now. Can you see? So many people. Sorry, boys and girls. Oh, Jesus, a big skip there. Steve Cox. This is a good question. Yamaha LS16. L is a beautiful guitar. Or a Yamaha AC3. So, if I was you, I'd take the 16 all day long because they're built more often than the AC3. The 3 is the lowest level of the A line. You really have to get up into the 5s to get guitars that are built by the custom shop. But the 16s are that sweet spot between the 830s and the 26s, right? 16 has the best of all worlds. It has the highest end factory builders, plus it's getting materials from above, right? And they're picking up the tone woods and the tops and all that shit. And so the 16 is the best bet for consistency. If you want a guitar that's going to be consistent and have the smell of a custom shop guitar, but not quite, that's the Yamaha 16. They're just such good guitars, and I've owned all kinds of them. I own them every year. I end up buying a 16, either a chocolate or a black. There was recently a mahogany 16 that I reviewed on the channel. Everybody lost their minds because occasionally they do that. They throw all kinds of different little things into the mix that you're not expecting, and then all of a sudden you've got a mahogany 16, or you've got a totally black LS6, or you've got they mix it up, right? So if you're thinking about buying the small body 16, do it. I don't even know if they do this, but if they had the 16D, the LS16 Deluxe which has the abalone trim around the top. Such a good guitar. Such a good guitar. Anyhow, we don't know if there's any super chats. Well, there isn't really because we don't have monetization on. So I'm gonna whip out the old Kirsten book. Is there a pen over there, Dave? That blue one right there. And let's see now. What kind of a question could we ask tonight? We're gonna put one person in, and we're gonna figure out. Why don't you pick something?
Pick what?
Pick a question.
Pick a question.
Ask them a question.
Ask you a question?
No, them.
Them a question?
Yeah, they're
gonna.
What county in Nova Scotia is Dave Gunning from?
Oh, I think that's pretty easy.
You gotta watch for the answers now, though.
Yeah.
What county is Dave Gunning from? Oh, there we go. Mike Mutry. You're number 7. And that's all we're going to do tonight because we've already got 7 people done and we're only in February. So that's it. Mike Mutry, you're in there, buddy, number 7. And yeah, so we're glad to be with you. Sorry for the difficulty off the top.
Chris is tuned in.
Is
Chris
he really?
Coot, yeah.
Cool.
Hope you're doing good, buddy. Miss you.
Yeah, we do.
We'll see you soon, hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully. We love you, and special thanks.
Goler County. That was Chris's answer.
Goler County. Special thanks to my brother Dave Gunning. One of my my favorite human, except my wife, my favorite human in the world. And my musical partner, my writing partner, my touring partner.
Yeah.
I tell him all the time, I don't really give a shit about doing anything else in the music business but playing with you. And that's the truth. That's really all I want to do these days.
Proud to be associates.
So we apologize for the rough start, but we made it on here with thanks to Dave because he subscribed to the channel. You can see the questions. I couldn't even see them on my own devices. YouTube's like, la, 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 la. Anyhow, we love you, and we'll see you next week. Stay safe. Stay whatever. If you're American, stay American. If you're Canadian, stay Canadian. And if you're undecided, come up here and get drunk with us. We're good. Love you. Strang Theory.
Thanks a lot. American soil, American soul. Love your comments.